And we are live. Hello, everybody. Spider here, coming soon podcast. Of course, once again with returning guests, my man Jody S. Dean. Brother, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good, bro. So happy to be back here. It's been too long, man.
No, no, and I mean, dude. I mean, I talked to you a little bit before we jumped on, man, and it's been like if it was just yesterday. But I mean, bro, I've been seeing your grind. I've been seeing you, make things happen, like I mentioned earlier, and it's a great feeling because it's like as much as we can sit at home and say, man, I want to do this, I want to do that, and we never do them. But you're out there making it happen, brother. So congratulations, bro.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, dude. And yeah, man, I'm addicted to the grind, and I love what I do. I love horror. You know, I can see your love for it, man. You can see my love for it. I live and breathe it, and I'm stoked to be living in a time, man, where it's so well received. The younger generation is carrying it, man. And it's crazy that they're talking about films that we grew up on and collecting films we grew up on. So, dude, it's a great time to be in horror, and I'm stoked.
No, no, you see, and of course, I mean, it's, the first time I had you on here, man, because the whole, I guess your whole journey, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, when you first started, I mean, it was basically, through YouTube, man.
Yeah. Dude, this all happened because of YouTube. I mean, as far as success goes with it, right?
Right.
Because like I've been in love with horror since I was 5 years old, but at like age 26, I had made a movie called Don't Go on the Trail. I wasn't happy with it, and it got a lot of press. It was about to be a fire, man. Like there was people writing about it all over the world, and that kind of publicity now just doesn't exist. Back then, people were really into written form stuff, and uh, I pulled the film and didn't come back till age 39. And when I came back at age 39, I hit with Mallet. And really, what made my studio a functioning studio was YouTube, bro, because in 2018, I started making content, doing paranormal stuff, scary adventures, urban exploring. And now that platform's got 250,000 followers.
Bro.
Well, when I dropped Mallet, a lot of people that dropped their movies, bro, like especially starting out, nobody has a way to really promote them. Like you got to hope that it goes viral. And if it don't go viral, nobody sees it or you make no money.
No, yeah, man. You see, and I was gonna say too, because that first film, I mean, what year was that?
Um, well, I was 39. So like right 2021, I want to say that we dropped it, and we've been consistent ever since. I mean that lit the fire for us to be a functioning film studio to where I could say, okay, well now I'm not going to just do YouTube. I can do this, spend, I mean, we still keep low budget, but like still like Mallet 1 was 10 grand, Mallet 2 was 10 grand. That's a lot of money to some people, but it's not a lot of money usually when you're talking movies.
Right.
But I was able to say, okay, I can make these investments, and I'm not going to be sitting in the corner just wondering like, oh my God, am I going to be okay? Like I was able to take jumps, and luckily we landed. And we've had some stuff that has really stuck so far, and people are enjoying it. And hey, we're not shoveling shit out there, man. Like we're making good independent horrors. So
No, no, for sure, man. And I was gonna say too, because the fact that you said there is momentum now, it kind of reminded me of like mixed martial arts, bro. Because 5, 10 years ago, it was still kind of unique, and now it's everywhere to where it kind of watered down, and so it's like people that don't know. I don't want to say can't recognize real talent, but I mean they can kind of like, okay, well they're fault. You know what I mean? Like there's so much out there that you can easily be lost. Like you said, if you don't go viral, if you don't catch that quick fire, man, like it'll get lost, bro. And I've seen a lot of good films. I mean that
right.
people haven't heard of, and I'm like, bro, like it's good, and it's just hard, unless you have people behind you supporting you. I mean, and I will say this because I mean, when it comes to your filmmaking, your family has your support, bro. I mean, your family's actually involved, so that's like, that's like 100% right there, man.
Yeah, I'm dude. I'm very blessed that family is involved with this. And for anybody that don't know, yeah, we're a family horror filmmaking company, and I'm sure that exists out there. I'm not like too aware of it, but like it's something that I'm proud of, and I promote the heck out of, because as you know, I'm doing this and I love it. My kids love it too. I've never been that dad that's like, look, guys, we're doing a movie next week. You got to get your butts on set. Like, they're coming to me saying, when's the next one? We just finished, dude. We just finished The Conjuring, and my youngest son, 10-year-old Jace, he comes to me and he says, when's the next one? And I'm like, dude, we just finished like 2 days ago.
Yeah, let
And
me take off my shoes. Come on, man.
ready to go, bro. Like, little kid is literally walking around here talking about how he's going to be running this company one day.
No, yeah, you see, and I mean that's it's one of those things, bro. Because I mean, earlier I was talking to another guest, man, and I was telling them, when the whole cell phone thing started coming out, like my oldest, she was like 7. She had an iPhone, like her mom got her a phone. I didn't have a cell phone.
Mhm.
But he was like, they were making little short films at home, and I come home and they're like, "Dad, look what we did," and I was blown away because I was like, "What the heck? Like, how'd y'all do this?" Like, technology was just like picking up.
That's one of the coolest things about this, time that we're in here, bro, is they made it to where people, the biggest thing I seen early on when I wanted to do this, like back in my early 20s, like I was looking at cameras and I'm like, oh, 50 grand? No. 10 grand? No. And now they've got it down to where, like, if you can afford to get an iPhone, you can make short films, you can make movies, you
Oh
can
yeah.
you can create a job, you can become a content creator and make money at any age. It's we're in a great space right now, man. I am so stoked that people have opportunities now, and you don't have to wait for Hollywood. You don't have to wait to meet somebody with money. Like, it's not that hard to get a phone for most people. So
Yeah.
like, if you can get a phone, you can become a filmmaker.
No, no, yeah. You see, and that's one of the things, like for myself. I mean, because I do jump on projects, man, and I'm actually teaming up with a buddy of mine where he's already doing like videos and shorts, and I'm like, bro, like, you know what? I have ideas. I have original characters. I said, let's work on something, man. 'Cause he's gonna help me make a little get one of my stories out there, and I'm kind of
Cool.
stoked about it because I was like, you know what, man, like. I just want to do it before I forget. I get too old and I forget about it. So I'm like, you know what? Let's put it on video and then get it out there. But it's fun, bro. I mean, it is fun. I mean, I have like 2 cell phones, bro. I have my laptop. I have, and it's like it should be easy. I mean, for a lot of people, it is, but I think a lot of it is more like the first time I started shooting, it was just self, video. I just wanted to see, and I was like, damn, I need a cameraman. I just somebody to hold this. It's harder than it seems, but
Yeah.
but yeah, dude. I mean, you can easily. I mean, I see content creators as they call them now, and I see them out there, and I'm like, damn, like they got it, bro. I mean, if I had that skill or that time to learn something not, I don't want to say simple, but I mean, if it's on the phone, it's like, yeah, just getting things done. But yeah, dude, it's a great
Dude,
time. I mean,
look, man, one thing that's really cool, and a lot of people, they don't know this. You hear about a lot of filmmakers talking about, like, oh, we got to have all our lenses, we got to have all this. Well, the iPhone is done in such a way to where you can shoot in 4K,
yeah,
24 frames per second. You can shoot in cinematic mode that
yeah,
you usually could only achieve with a certain kind of lens. And like, with lenses, sometimes you want your subject in your front to be in focus and the background blurred, and then you change both of them to where the background's focused all of a sudden and the front ground
yeah,
is blurred. You can do that with a click of a button on an iPhone.
yeah,
So people don't realize, bro, like, you can either carry around big bags and hire a crew, or you literally can get this right here and start making movies. Because I
yeah.
made Mallet too with an iPhone, for anybody that doesn't know.
Wow, dude. Heck yeah, bro. No, yeah, and I was laughing too because like when I started, I mean, I still cover combat sports, man. But I mean, back
Yeah.
like 8, 10 years ago, like I had my Nikon here and I have my HD flip here, and I'm over here like shooting, and the whole time I'm videotaping, like you can hear the shutter, and I'm thinking, oh man, so I had to like start turning that off, right? But it just shows you like how technology has evolved because like once the
Yeah.
phone started kicking in, and like it was one fight I was actually covering in Houston for the Legacy Fighting Championship, and I'm cage side, I'm taking pictures of the fighters walking up, and when I'm looking at the photos, dude, all I could see was people with their phones, like a line of phones, and I'm thinking like, damn, like I'm behind,
Yeah.
dude. Like I'm like, what did I miss? And sure enough, the cell phones, like you said, they caught up. I mean, the technology's there, the features. I mean, yeah, changing lenses. I mean, and then the lenses are so expensive. If you break
Yeah.
one or crash one, you're screwed like a couple thousand, dude. So it's wild.
And I don't know if you've seen that the movie recently, 28 years later, but that
Yeah,
was shot on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I mean, that's like one step under this iPhone right here. This is the 16 Pro Max. So, like, realistically, I got a better phone than what they shot this $70 million movie on. And that's just mind blowing. But you know what it
yeah,
is those people at that show you were just talking about, they can do this and record it. And then they can do this and post it. And it's just like, bro, I just turned this little device into a job. This is my office and it goes with me. I don't go to it every day.
yeah, bro.
It's
Heck
so
yeah.
cool, man. I love it, dude. It's inspiring.
No, no, for sure, man. And like I said, I mean, I do follow you, of course. So I mean, for you to be posting and of course sharing the BTS, which I appreciate myself. I'm sure a lot of people do, but it's one of those things. When I go to filmings or I go to shoots, I always ask like, hey, can I take some photos? And for the most part, I can. I mean, sometimes they want
Yeah.
to keep it on the low, but it's like, I mean, I love it because it's like, you know what, dude, those are pictures. If I'm not taking them, nobody's ever gonna see them, And I mean, the actors are like, oh, bro, thank you, like. 'Cause that's something I would want. So it's like when
Yeah.
I'm shooting, I'm like looking around, like who's taking pictures, bro? Like hashes, get something out there.
Behind the scenes stuff is so important, dude. I mean, I have found it's the best way to grow like a new page. Like if you're starting a new movie, you make a page for that movie. By people following it and you feeding them every week, it's like, okay, I'm not just following this for nothing. Like I'm
Yeah,
getting to see this movie come to life. And then whenever it's finished, you can promote that movie on this page. And all those people that have been watching it all this time are like, man, I want to own it now because I want to
yeah.
see it, and,
Oh
and
yeah, they've already invested so much time watching, following. They're like, okay, let's see what this is about. But bro,
pages.
but yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, Mallet 2. I mean,
Yeah.
you accomplished that one. I mean, I know you had a short film. Of course, your son was on it, bro. And
Yeah.
dude, on that one, what did you guys shoot on that one for the short film?
Are you talking about the zombie one, the Underdog
Zombie.
Are
Yes,
Dead?
yes.
I shot that on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. So that was on an even older iPhone.
Dude,
And that one won best zombie horror
yeah.
in Germany, which was crazy because somebody that was in that film festival actually made a zombie horror film in Germany. And I've never even been to Germany. And we got that. And that was a really proud moment because I made that whole short film in 2 days, bro.
Dude, the camera,
Yeah.
I mean, the angles on there, I was like, man, that was good. I
Thank
enjoyed it,
you.
bro. That was really, really good, man.
I appreciate that, man. I mean, if like you know this, but anybody that don't know, like when you watch my movies, you'll see my name in the credits a lot. I do everything, and I won't claim that like I'm a master of everything, but I am actually a really good cinematographer. I'm really good at scoring music. So like I do all these jobs and I do them very well, or else I wouldn't do them at all. If I didn't feel like, okay, I could score this whole soundtrack, I would outsource that. But like the Clown's Ring, I did 25 pieces of music for it so far. It's the best thing I've done to date. And I actually just played it for some people today. A manager of the AMC movie theater, a couple friends, a couple family. And I was just like, hey, like check out some of this soundtrack. And like a few people like didn't realize like it was me because like, you'll hear me doing something rock, then you'll hear something rap, then you'll hear something soundtrack. And you're like, wait, like, how is that possible? And it's possible because I've literally dedicated my whole life to learning everything that it takes to make movies. So like, when it comes to music, dude, if I didn't make my own music, it probably cost me just 16, 10, 20, $30,000 a film just for music. So I mean, bro, if you can do your own music, I've never talked to you about this. Do you have any hand in music at all or no?
No, no, I don't, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
start messing with it because surprisingly, like even if you aren't like a musician, if you're a creative person, which I know you are, I know dudes that don't have a musical bone in their body, but they're diving into it because one guy's making a video game, one guy's making a movie, and they tried to outsource that stuff, and they were just like, dude, I'm gonna learn it myself. It's crazy.
No, you see, and now I was gonna say this too because you had mentioned how Mallet one was 10,000, Mallet two,
Yeah.
but that's not including your time because, like you said, I mean, you did your own score, you did your own
Yeah.
sound, you did. If otherwise, it would have been like a what's a guesstimation?
Um, for Mallet one, it is small of is what it was. I mean, it probably would have taken me about maybe 60,000 if I had to pay somebody to do it. Mallet 2 would have taken easily 120 grand, double that. Cock Killer probably um maybe about 60,000, and then the Clownjuring easily, if I wanted to make the same movie and give all the work to somebody else, like I just wrote it and hired somebody else to film it, score it, it would have cost me easily $250,000.
Wow, dude, damn,
100%. I mean, just in special effects alone, I would say probably 60 grand.
damn.
I
You
mean,
see,
I went ham on this one, bro. I didn't play like, I don't want to say like I ever like play, but I just went like overkill on the Clownjuring. And it's crazy because I only spent 17.5.
man. You see, well, let me ask you this because I
Yeah.
mean, you had asked me if I had a musical bone. I mean, of course,
Yeah.
when it comes to music, I mean, where did that start for you? Like making your own music?
9 years old, banging on the piano at the church across the street from my house. They had a piano there, and on a certain day a week, like nobody would be there, and they would always have it unlocked where people could just go in. And I didn't break in the church, but I just walked in the
Yeah,
church and started
start
playing the
banging.
piano. And I've always been able to hear stuff, so like you can put music in front of me and I can tell you, like, I can read it, but like I don't play like that. Like I hear something in my head and then I play it until I find it. And I'm just self-taught in everything I've done, and throughout spending a lifetime of doing those things, I've mastered them to the best of my ability.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No, bro. You see, and again, I mean, when it comes to making films, you've been in front of the camera when it comes to your YouTube. I mean, are you thinking, being an actor, are you like jumping on future projects yourself?
Um, you know, I had a small part in Mallet One.
Yeah.
I've always loved acting. And I try and incorporate myself, a little bit more than Stan Lee did. Stan Lee had this thing where he would just show his face and it would be over before you know it. I actually try and always do like the littlest part in the script,
Right.
because I've wanted to hold on to acting. I was not going to put myself into the Clownjuring. I was like, I'm just going to focus on filming this. I don't want to be in it. And at the last moment, the very last role that we had to film, um, I hadn't casted it early on, so it was one of those things that was like, "Oh my god, we're here at the end of this thing, like it's a late casting." I was like, "We got to figure out who's going to do this." And my youngest son was like, "Why don't you do it?" And I was like, "You know what? I would love to do this." And bro, I knocked it out in like one take. And I was I don't usually do it like that. Like I'll take multiple takes even if I think I have it, but I knocked it out in one take. And when we watched the playback, everybody that was standing around was just like, yo, that's it. And when I
Damn.
got into editing and I put it together, color correcting it and scoring it, I was just like, dude, it's so crazy, man. I'm glad I got to be a part of this because it was that close to me just like throwing somebody else on it. But so I am in the Clownjuring, a little bit of a
Nice.
spoiler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, man. And of course, I mean, I get it. I get it a lot because a lot of times when me being a director, you're already wearing like 15 hats. So it's like now you got to be in it. So you're like, you know
Yeah.
what? Let me stand back here and just direct. I mean, you're doing so much already. But yeah, I was just curious because I was like, man, throw yourself out there, man. I mean, be the first victim, get yourself out, get in and out, let's go. But that's cool, man. And of course, I mean, filmmaking, dude. I mean, what is it about? I mean, I'm sure I know the answer, but what is it about filmmaking that just keeps you going?
Dude, every time I start a new film, I it's a rush. It's a high all the way until the end, seeing it from the beginning to the end. And I've often said this like on set, like this is our baby. And by the next after a few more shoots, this thing's going to be full grown. And that's kind of what it feels like, is like you're starting something from nothing. You watch it grow, and then you give it to the world, and you hope for the best. And it feels really good, man. Just creating whole bodies of work. And you know what makes it feel really good, man? Is seeing that people enjoy it. Like,
Yeah.
it's never been a money thing to me. I'm super thankful, grateful that we have made money from our films and that we are functioning. But it's really the last thing that's on my mind, bro. Like, at the end of the day, if I spend 3 months, 6 months making a movie and a bunch of people watch it and they enjoy it and I get good feedback, and um there's been people that have come to me and just said, man, like, I really, like, I look forward to everything you're doing. I don't even care like what it is, I'm going to support it. Bro,
Nice.
that's just so huge. Like, money doesn't do that. I've had, bro, let me tell you, I used to think when I was younger, I was like, man, if I had enough money, like, I'd be happy. No,
Yeah.
nothing's made me happier than family and doing what I love.
No, yeah, man, and that's true. And I mean, I've heard many people, of course, but have said that. And they're like, man, if you chase money, you're losing. You don't stop. Money's gonna,
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, you can buy how does it go, man? You can buy things with money, but you can't buy time. So it's like, you know what? Enjoy that time and do what you can, man.
That's it, brother. Yeah, I agree with that, man. And I've got to, I've got to see that and witness that feeling. So yeah, it's an energy, bro. That's what it is. And I'm excited that we just wrapped one here, but I'd be a liar to tell you that my mind's not already where Jace's is. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I know we're supposed to start patient 666 and in March, but like, I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm thinking about shaving some time there and getting it in a little bit earlier. So I don't know. We'll see.
Oh damn. Okay, I thought you were gonna say you were gonna take longer, but no, you're gonna knock it out, dude. Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, well, that's cool, man. And of course, I mean, when it comes to the Conjuring, I mean, when I first heard the name, I was like, oh, mashup. Like
Yeah. A
so.
lot of people have, bro. And I mean, I understand that for sure.
But I mean, the name. I mean, I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I mean, the Conjuring, of course, and the clown thrown in there. I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I mean, I've seen possession movies. I've seen, when it comes to like hauntings and stuff like that. So, can you tell us what this one is about?
Yeah. When I wrote the script, I didn't know what I was going to call it yet. I just knew that this young couple was playing this game that they thought would be fun because they were bored, which was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
And in the script, I wasn't calling it anything specific yet. And basically, this game conjures. It like opens a door, but it's not on the heels of the Conjuring movie. It's not a
Right.
parody. It's its own thing. But I just was sitting there and I was like, let's see, these killer clowns are coming through this portal. They're basically conjuring it. You got to light these
Yeah.
candles. You got to do this little thing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I just said the Clownjuring. The Clownjuring. That's it. That's what I'm gonna call it. And then when I started seeing when I wrote it into the script and I started visualizing the characters saying this, I was like, this is gonna be great, bro. It's got a catchy title, it's a good script. And when we started filming and I started hearing them recite these words and use the word the Clownjuring in the movie, I was like, this is so crazy, bro. It's totally, it has nothing to do with
Right.
anything in the Conjuring universe. It's like a brand new thing. I think it definitely has like franchise potential to where like at least people would say, I would love to see where this could go.
Right.
But I'm not betting on that. I think any writer tries to keep the end of their movies open to where like if it's a
Right.
success, I can come back and revisit it.
Yeah. No,
You
no,
know.
true.
So
Yeah. And let me ask you, because of course, before the Conjuring, man, before you guys started on that, you guys also had Cock Killer, man. So
yeah,
you know,
yeah, Cock Killer's interesting.
man,
Yeah, so with Cock Killer, like very quickly, I realized two things. I wish I would have called it something else. Um, I'm happy with the movie. It's done profitable numbers.
yeah,
It hasn't done what we thought it would do, but I will say, like, it's not a loss. It's just a loss in the sense of like one work after another has rejected it because of its title to where it's now become like almost banned to where you almost have to buy it on DVD to see it.
Yeah.
Tubi is our last hope. However, when you spend money to make a movie, then like the idea of like, hey, now I got to give it away for free. It doesn't really like float your boat too much, but I will say that's where the stream is ended right here, man. Where it's like, okay, well, if I want more people to see it, then we're probably gonna have to throw it up on Tubi. They're the only people willing to take it with the name.
Right. With the title.
Yeah, a lot of people think like they think the worst. It's actually about a guy in a rooster costume who has a bad day on his first day. You know, he's a sign twirler, man. It's a mascot costume, and he has a bad day at this job. And instead of quitting like you or I would do, this motherfucker goes on a killing spree. And just decides, hey man, it's been a shitty day. I might as well kill everybody. And it's funny, it's very gruesome, and it's everything you know you would expect to get from one of my films. But I will say, like, it's a good film. It just sucks, man. Like, because of a name, people like if I would have called it Cockadoodle Doom, we'd be having a whole different conversation right now. You know, but yeah, it's not about a giant killing penis. It's about a guy in a cock costume.
Man, and of course, bro, I gotta say this because when it comes to like the name title, I mean, it does make a difference. I mean, I know streaming services, a lot of them they do require certain like to be shot in 4K, or they require certain camera uses. With Tubi, I mean, is that one of the features with them, or did they require anything when you guys submit?
Well, we just had it in those formats already, so I don't know if it paid too much attention to it. But like, you know, purposely a lot of filmmakers, man, and I'm one of these people, dude. Like, there's a film that I have that's like a found footage film I'm supposed to shoot next year, and I'm purposely going to shoot it with like very crappy cameras on purpose because I'm going for a certain look. So there are certain networks, yeah, man, they want things to be certain resolutions and all. Dude, they ask for a lot. Prime is pretty lenient as long as you just follow their basic guidelines. But yeah, I mean, we're shooting them in 4K, so like that's how we're submitting them. But sometimes on purpose we do, like, you know, with Cock Killer, even though I shot it in 4K, I bought like a 10-year-old camera to shoot it with because I was looking for a zoom that was like beautiful, quiet. And a lot of cameras, when you zoom, man, you get like this noise.
Oh yeah.
Or it's not smooth enough. And I went out of my way. Like, I spent months looking for a camera, a specific camera just to shoot that film. And I don't know how many people will pay attention to that, but I did, you know. I'm just kind of my thing. Like, each film I try and go for something a little bit different. But I mean, ultimately, you always know it's my style when you see the editing, when you hear the music, and you know, the effects. I think my effects have a certain style to them.
No, yes, because I've actually, spoken to like, indie filmmakers here in Texas, man. I mean, at the conventions, and there's one I was talking to because I had seen this film, and I was like, man, what did you shoot with? And for some reason, I always got to ask because I see certain things, and I'm like, dude, that's a good angle, man. That's a good cut, or whatever the case is. But he was all. I told him, I said, dude, you got it pretty grainy, man. Like, what did you use? And he's like, old lenses.
Yeah.
These old lenses are still compatible, man. I just put one on the camera. He's like, dude, done. Like, I just got to mess with the, as far as some of the features on it. But he's like, dude, that's what I use on these to give them that 90s like nostalgic look, man. And I was like, damn, like, okay, like I would have never thought about that, but it's true.
Where there's a will, there's a way, man. I mean, look at what they're doing, like with some films from like the 70s and the 80s. Like they're remastering them, dude. And like, if you watch the original and then you watch the 4K, you're just like, dude, it's like watching a whole brand new film. It's crazy.
No, yeah. I mean, the fact that they can resurface them and then redo them, I mean, I've seen a few, and I'm like, damn, I'm impressed, and I will say this, man, because I mean, of course, I mean, I did grow up watching, 80s movies in the 80s, bro. And I mean, for me, I still prefer that. you know, I'm that guy, like I put my turntable and I like that little skip, that little white noise, you know, because it's just one of those things I grew up with. So it's like, you know, when people, I mean, I stream and I listen to other stuff, of course, but you know, but it's like when I come home, I'm like, man, I put my VHS on, I put my turntable on, and it's like, you know, soothing. You know, it's cool,
Man,
man.
I love that, bro. I just before I jumped on here with you, man, on my record player over here, I was listening to some Deftones and just going through some of my VHS collection, just looking at some of the new pickups I've had.
Dude, bro, talking about VHS, you threw one out there, man, and of course, I was like, I actually got to meet the actress last year. I'm gonna see her again next month in Austin, but
Mhm.
bro,
Yes,
dude,
yes, yeah.
dude, I saw your, but check this out though, man. This is when I met her here, I had this VHS because I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get her to sign it, and she was
Yeah.
kind of like, oh damn, I haven't seen that in a while, but this is my copy, man. This is my copy of Frankenhooker, bro.
Bro, I love it, man. That is
You
so sick,
know,
dude.
so when
Yeah,
I go see her in Austin next month, dude, I'll be out there. I'll have her sign it and just kind of, you know, put it back on my wall because I do watch them. You know, and that's one of the things I'm not real big with autographs, man. When I meet them,
yeah.
I mean, a lot of times I do them just because, but I mean, on this one, it's one of my go-to films. So I was like, dude, like, you
I
know,
love
so,
that,
yeah,
dude. Yeah, man. Thank you for hearing that because I'm a super like fan of VHS and horror VHS. Like I don't collect anything other than horror. But when it comes to like those VHSs, I knew them back then. Like I remember seeing Frankenhooker on the shelf in the little room with the curtain. Like
yeah,
kids supposed to go in here. I went in there.
yeah,
And I remember them, but like it's crazy. Like a lot of the people now that are catching on to it, they didn't grow up with it, and it's still becoming huge.
yeah,
And yeah, man, I'm keeping it alive and teaching my kids about it, and they're involved. And even just today, my oldest son Anthony, like he was like, "I got something for you." I was like, "What?" He was like, "I got Scream, the original Scream on VHS." He's like, "I found it at a thrift store, and it was clean mint as can be, and it's not like super rare." But, like, it's just really cool, man, that, like, he knew to look for that for me. Like, you know,
no,
not
yeah,
just
you see,
horror, but Scream.
yeah, you see, and my thing is because I'm a sucker for like a video store, you know, X
Yeah,
rentals.
same.
So I have like two copies of each because one's just one that was
Cool.
sold and the other one was an X rental. So it's got the little video store logo on there, and it's just, you know, that's my thing, man. But yeah, you know, every time I see him, I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have it on, I don't have an X rental of this one, so I'll buy it again. You know, I'm like, take it home, man.
I got something, dude, that you'll trip. Hold on, hold on. I got something for you, bro. You're gonna be like, yo, what? This is how crazy is that? Korean version of Hills
Dude,
Have Eyes.
bro, what the world? That's a VHS.
Yeah, it's the Korean version of Hills Have Eyes too.
Damn.
Yeah, it's super hard to come by, but I had got it. My friend of mine, she's a manager of a thrift store, and thrift stores are great places, man, to find
Oh
like
yeah.
old VHS. A lot of people don't think anything about them. But she called me one day and she's like, Jody, she was some Korean horror VHS tapes come in, and my boss told me to throw them away. Would you
Dude.
like them? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'll be there as soon as I can. And I got there and I was just shocked to see what was in there. House by a Cemetery, Hills Have Eyes. There was just some good gems in there. So
Man, for a while, a buddy of mine, because I mean, he follows me, of course. You know, I've known him for years, but he had hit me up one day, and he was like, "Hey, man, check this out. I'm at a pawn shop, and they got some VHS." And I was like, "A
ooh,
pawn shop?" And he's like, "Yeah, bro." He sent me a picture, and like right off the bat, I see like Return of the Living Dead 1 and 2, bro. And I'm like, "Bro," I said, "Dude, how much are they, man?" And he's like, "Oh man, they're like $1."
oh
And I
my
said, "Grab all the horror film ones you can find." I said, "Dude, I'll go meet you, man."
yeah,
So yeah, he picked up like 16 of them. Dude. He had like 16 films,
dude,
dude, and I took them all. He was like, "Now you want these?" I'm like, "Heck yeah, bro!" Like, but I went back to the that pawn shop, and the guy's like, "Yeah, man, we got more boxes in the bag. We just
oh
gotta
my
bring them
god,
in one at a time." He's like, "Somebody pawned them years ago, and they've been there, so they were just like, dude, we gotta get rid of them." But because of that, every time I would go to a pawn shop, I would ask him like, "Hey, man, by any chance, do y'all have any video store stuff back there?"
Right.
And dude, you'd be surprised how many people are like, "Yeah, bro, it's a box of crap, like stuff we don't need."
Yeah.
You can go through it and take whatever you want. And I'm like, I'll take the whole box, man. I'll take it home and go through it,
I
but yeah,
love it, bro. That's awesome, man. I've learned those little tricks too. And I own a retro game store in Dothan, Alabama. And what I've pretty much done there is like I've put the word out to like customers and people like, hey, if you got like VHS that are like horror, you can bring them in and get for credit. And they'll be like, really? Like some guy brought me Maniac Cop, bro, like
dude,
this year.
what, man,
Yeah. Somebody
bro, here,
Cannibal Holocaust like 2 months ago, and like even though I wasn't like dying to get the film, like it's still it exists in a crazy way in the realm of horror and the things we collect. So
yeah, no, yeah, and that's the same way I am, man. I mean, I've got pieces here and there. I've got uh what is it, CD soundtracks, like horror soundtracks, man. I've got like
ooh,
Scream 2. I've got like a bunch of them that I find in the wild, dude. So I'm like, ooh, yeah, I'm taking this one home.
this
It's like you just have to, man. But yeah, dude, I was gonna say here locally, a buddy of mine actually they opened the free Blockbuster spot.
oh
Yeah,
wow.
so it's basically the concept is, bring one, take one. So I mean, he's already got VHS out there, and people have been going through there, man. But I mean, I actually he borrowed one of my Blockbuster shelves that I had, dude. So he's got that out there, but it's a great concept, dude. And people like you were saying, like people going there donating like tons of stuff, dude. And I'm like,
So
damn,
cool. I
but
love that, bro. That's great, man. I every day of my life I think about Blockbuster, man, and miss the Blockbuster Hollywood Video movie gallery days. And
oh,
yeah, I don't think I think the reason a lot of people sell them so cheap is a lot of people don't see the value that we see, and it's almost genre based too, right? Like, don't get me wrong, like I know there's people that still collect like comedy VHS, but it's mainly like the horror realm that's like really blowing up.
oh yeah, dude. I mean, I've been like going to conventions and doing that, like, bro, like in the past 2.5 years, it's blown up. It's gotten so big that like more people are having conventions. They're bringing bigger names. It's wild, dude. But it's a market, and this year round. Right now, Halloween. I mean, of course, October 2nd, right? I mean, everything's already like going full throttle when it comes to Halloween. But dude, for the rest of it, it's like year round, dude. Doesn't stop.
Yeah, man. I agree, dude. I love it, man. And I it's not official yet, but we are talking to a company right now about maybe doing a limited run of 50 VHS for the Conjuring. So
Sweet.
it's gonna pre-orders for DVDs open on November 1st. It drops on Christmas Day, which people are gonna get the movie early because we want to make sure they have it on Christmas, and we know the mail guys ain't gonna bring it to you on Christmas, so people might end up getting it like you know 3 days early. But we're gonna not only have DVDs, the soundtrack will be available digitally, iTunes, Spotify, and there will be most likely a limited run of VHS tapes. So that's pretty gnarly.
Nice, nice, bro. And I think that last time I think we had spoken about having soundtracks, man. I mean, are you thinking
Yeah.
of doing? I know you said streaming, but I mean, like CDs, bro, tape, cassettes.
Um, yeah, last time we talked, like man, I really did want to do something with the Mallet 2 soundtrack because I thought that was a great soundtrack too. I did drop the ball on that. I don't really know why because like the movie did good and there was people that asked, but this time Cock Killer, the soundtrack went up immediately. This time the soundtrack will go up immediately. And we're gonna see how DVDs and things go, but within like the first couple months of releasing it, we might very well release like a limited run on vinyl or a limited run on CD. Just I mean, this soundtrack is one of those ones where I was like, out of everything I've done, if I was gonna really throw some money, like I would throw it at this one. Like it's really good. One track I'm doing rock, one I'm doing rap, the next one like it's some really like Freddy Krueger type stuff. Like
Yeah,
it's really freaking phenomenal.
man. Because the reason I brought up cassettes too, because for well, I don't want to say for some reason, but I mean those are coming back. Like there's people actually
Yeah.
making them and buying them. But I was just like, dude, like that. Like I'm actually working on a few pieces, man, because I'm gonna have a couple of my episodes on CD and cassettes just for
Oh,
myself. I'm
cool.
gonna have them as
Yeah.
backup. I'm actually trying to work on a vinyl, like a 12-inch actual record with a few episodes to cover everything full blown to where even if it's just me that has it, I'll be okay with it, man.
Dude, that is
But
awesome. I think you should, man. I mean, like, eh, listen, that's one thing that, like, I tell people almost every day, like, because I'll meet somebody that either does what I do or wants to do it or is in some other walk of creativity. And I'm just like, dude, make a product because, dude, there is somebody out there for everybody where you got your faithful listeners and your people, bro. They want to own a piece of you. They want to have a piece of it, man. And the cool thing that is, like, I know you do it, you dabble a little bit, you talk about the fights,
yeah,
you do the horror thing, you interview interesting people. um but as far as, like, I know, like, with, like, the horror stuff, there's no collectors like horrors, bro.
no,
Like horror people, they want the tattoos, they want, the collectibles, the posters, the vinyls, and I know because I do it. We see it at the conventions. You see it online. So, bro, put that shit out. I bet you
yeah.
anything. There's somebody that wants to have a piece of it, and I support you, so I'll grab one of them.
No, no, I appreciate that, man. And yeah, dude, and I'm actually off the air. Like later on, I'm gonna talk to you about a few things I'm gonna do that are gonna be pretty wild. I think you'll get a kick out of it, man. But it's just basically publicity. But it's just something I've been thinking about for a while, and I say, you know what, dude, I'm gonna do it. But I'll tell you a little bit more off the air. I don't want, but yeah, bro. But of course, I mean, when it comes to content, I mean, product, I mean, physical media, of course, man. I mean, it's been back. I mean, people have been buying it, been collecting it. I mean, yourself, you're fortunate to be able to grab some cool pieces and know people in those areas where you can get a hold of stuff, dude. Because I have found,
Yeah.
like, thrifting alone or flea markets, bro, like I picked up some gems and I'm like, damn, like they're like, man, you can take it, like you can have it, and I'm like, are you sure? Like,
A lot
shoot.
of people don't see value in it, bro. And you and I are over here like kids in candy stores, and yeah, it's a great thing, man. When you know how to look for it, it's a great thing.
Yeah,
Like, I have dry spells where I won't find stuff in thrift stores or estate sales or yard sales, and sometimes people look at me crazy. Like, I'll have some friends who be like, Jody, like, that VHS you want's like $100, bro. Like, I know you can buy it. Like, why are you out here looking for it? I'm like, it's the thrill of the hunt. Why do people open
exactly.
Pokemon cards, bro? They want the
Yeah.
thrill of actually pulling a Charizard, or
No,
yeah,
yeah. You see, and that's the way I am, man. And it's not because, like, I know I can go to certain shops and pick up stuff. Like I know it, but it's
yeah,
like, dude, like, yeah, I love going out there and just going through stuff and like just like, oh damn, like just finding something and you're like,
yeah.
okay, cool, man. You just get that little fix.
Shit's
But
got a
yeah,
story.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. But it's true, man. I mean, but yeah, there's a lot of shops here that sell VHS, and they so they price them at whatever price they want. But it's just like, yeah, I could easily go out there and buy everything one day. But what's the fun of that, right?
exactly, man. Yeah, I love the hunt, bro. And I don't think anything I'm into it. Like, I look at the easy route. I love really everything to have a story, man. And even these films, like, I was talking to Phil Falcone last year, executive producer at Terrifier, and he was like, you should spend more money and take some pressure off yourself, and you would have to do, you wouldn't have to do as many jobs, and your product would be better. And my mindset is more, I would hate sitting around wondering if everybody was going to show up on time, knowing I can do the same job and I will be there.
Yeah.
And I get the method to that madness, and he's probably right. But at the end of the day, man, you got to do what works best for you. And if it's not broken, don't fucking fix it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
yeah, same here, bro. I mean, I've been self-employed, for years, man. And it's like one of the things was like finding help and actually keeping help. And I used to pay out well, dude. Like I paid my helpers, dude, like they were making money, dude. But like scheduling I deliver furniture, man. So it's like scheduling for Saturday and having them that, me calling them and they're like, oh, I can't make it. And I'm like, oh, dude, like So I was like, you know what, dude, I'm just gonna depend on myself, man. I'm just gonna do what I
Right.
can and keep going, and that's what I did, because like I mean, dude, when I became self-employed, I mean, I work for somebody now, but I mean, I did like 8 years of delivering furniture for Big Lots, right? They went under, they finally called it closed down, but I was my own best employee, dude. I was always on time. I was
Yeah.
punctual. I mean, I knew what I could do and deliver, and that was it. I was like, dude, I can't go wrong, man, and I didn't,
I love that, bro. And that's why you're doing that. You're doing this. You're a collector. You're a family man. That's why you're not letting your dreams go, bro. And
no, no,
people like us, and there's a lot of people like us, and there's a lot of people that I wish could be like us, because I see a lot of people with potential, but they really think like, well, like I can't tell you how many times a month somebody comes up to me and be like, I'm sorry I haven't hit you up lately. I've been so busy. And I'm like, you work one job, you're single, you have no family, you live by yourself.
yeah,
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 let me tell you how busy, my friend.
yeah.
Um, and when I see that, I'm just like, the real go-getters, bro, will get a little bit more, will live a little bit better, and they'll have a bigger story to tell at the end of the day, bro. And I
No, heck
respect
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. And I'm that same way, man. Like, I mean, people, every time I run into somebody, dude, the phone's in their hand. And I'm like, bro, I text you, you don't know. Oh man, I was charging my phone, and I'm like, nah, bro, like don't give me that, But it's one of those things too, because I mean, I stay busy like yourself, man. So if something doesn't come through, like I don't really notice it because I don't wait around. I'm just like, dude, I'm going 100%. Like if they come through, great. If they don't, then no problem. I just keep going.
No, I agree, man. And same thing over here, dude. Sometimes I can't respond to everybody. I can't respond when I want to. But at the end of the day, like I treat it all like it's a business, and it is, man. We're building a legacy here, and I mean, this is what tells our kids, like what kind of dad they got, what kind of man in their life, and I'm just really happy, dude, that they tell me they're inspired, or they show me, or I see them doing something that I know they got from me, and I'm like, dude, that's worth it all. Like, I don't care if we sell another copy or not. The fact that my kid wants to be like me is just like,
Yeah, you've
damn,
already won, man.
won. Yeah, we won, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking
and I
won.
was gonna say this because I mean, my kids every once in a while they'll say something and they say it out of love, dude, and it's just something like you're like, damn, like I'm doing good, like I'm doing a good job, man. Because one time, my oldest, we were just watching TV and she was like, you know what, Dad, you know what I like about you, Dad, and I'm like, well, baby, and she was like that. No matter what, you never stop trying. And I
Dude.
was like, and I looked over and I was like, damn, like, you know what, dude, that's a good trait, man. Like, I mean, I want them to be
Hey,
like that. I want them to keep going. And if it doesn't work, you know what? There's a wall, go around it, man. Keep going, like,
oh yeah.
but yeah, bro. I mean, that's why we do what we do, man. I mean, the kids are gonna be our legacy. And like, you say your son's ready to take over when the time comes, it's like, hey, cool.
It's crazy, bro. He's designing his own horror covers. Like, he has no script. He's just like designing covers, and he's like, "Man, do you think this would be a cool movie?" And I'm like, "That's awesome that you're doing it like that, because like I've never done it like that. I sit down, I write a script, and then we go from there." But like I was thinking about that. I'm like, if you sat down and made a bunch of covers and you thought to your like, think about how marketable this shit would be, where you're like, okay, out of these 10 covers, if we did that one right there, that has the best chance of markability of being seen. Like, if I walked past that on a shelf, I'd be like, yo, what's that? And
Yeah.
now we focus on making the movie. That's crazy, bro. But it's kind of genius too.
No,
Because
I've actually somebody had posted a meme a while back, and they were saying that they were like second person, right? But they're like, "Hey, you write a script," and they're like, "No, but I got a poster." And I was thinking about it, and I was like, "Okay, like you know what?" Because it's true, man. Because I mean, I'm not a writer, bro. I'm not out there like doing what you guys are doing. But I mean, there's times where I see something and I'm just like, dude, that would be a good movie, or that
yeah.
would be like a cool, like what would be the story behind that, or you know what I mean? But there's, I mean, our minds race, and it's like, dude, like, and that's why I got to give it to you guys, man, because there's so much stuff out there that I mean, I'm sure you got like 1,000 stories in your head, and you're like, okay, which one am I gonna, which one am I gonna let out, work on and just put it out there, man.
Yeah. I've got 60 scripts on a hard drive that
Yeah,
I've written since I was 20 years old. And you know, like I've got a plan right now of what I want to do over the next 5 years. And then after that, like I'll probably just open up the hard drive and see where we want to go. But I got a little bit of everything, man. And right now in the lineup, we got Patient 666 up next. And then after that, I got a movie I start filming next year, in the summer of next year, called The Devilry. And I'm excited for all of them, man. Like they all got something different, but I got a zombie film too. Like I got a zombie film. I was supposed to be filming the zombie film, not The Clownjuring. And what happened was a new network called well, I better not say, but a new horror network came into play, and the guy contacted me about doing an original for him. And I was like, oh shit, like this is cool. This is earlier in my career. He's like, I'll wire you 20 grand tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, it sounds good. But then there was like a few other things. We didn't get together on the deal, but I already started talking about The Clownjuring. And I was like, you know what? Whether this guy jumps on board or not, I think I'm going to do this, because now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I feel like it's time for a clown film, because we're in the movement of clown right now. We might not be next year.
Yeah.
But I think zombies, look how long the zombie thing has been going on, bro.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah.
Night of the Living Dead, it's never stopped. People love their zombie films.
Oh,
so
that's true, man.
I mean, I can always come back to that, but I think the clowns are, I think we're in a space right now where it needs to live.
No, for sure, man. And of course, you know, when it comes to your product, man, I mean, when it comes to the releases, I mean, where can people find this at?
We always go to Prime, and we always go to DVD, and we do all our own distribution. So you can always go to deanshaunted we're in any Second Charles that you can find. And it's not official yet. We do have like some movie theater screenings and premieres that are going to happen here in December. But I'm working on something right now, man. So definitely keep your eyes open. There might be a 2-night showing for The Clownjuring at like 1,500 theaters worldwide. So we're working on it.
Damn.
It's not signed, but I can tell you, I think we're going to get there. If we don't, I mean, yeah, you'll be able to find it on streaming. You'll be able to buy it on DVD.
Dude, that's wild, bro. Well, definitely, man. I mean, you know, best of luck with that and everything else. But my man, once again, I mean, I'm hoping if you do release soundtracks, because the streaming, like I said, I mean, of course, you know, I'm on Spotify, I'm on a few streaming services, but dude, I would definitely love to collect some physical media when it comes to
Thank
you know, CD or record, bro. I mean, something, you know.
I
So
definitely want to stay in the loop with you, brother, and you'll see it, because I mean, one thing about us is about me, about my family. We're promotion machines. So like, if we put something out there, people will know about it. Somebody hit me up earlier and they were like, I heard tickets go on sale tomorrow for the premiere. How am I going to know where to get them? And I said, just go online. If you miss it, then you know, I'm sorry, you are blind officially.
No, yeah. I mean, like the website, you know, that's always going to be a good go-to, man. So if people are interested, and of course, when it comes to product, I mean, merchandise. I mean, you guys, you're rocking the hat, dude. I mean, they can also grab that on the website.
Yeah, man. Hats on the website. These shirts hit the website in a few more days. All our movies are on there. Anything we have will go to the website. And big shout out to my wife, man. She does all the mailing, and there's been times where she's went to the post office, 500 DVDs, bro, and like literally she's had to drop them off and gets called the next day to come in and pay for it. She's a gym. She does a lot, and we always stay stocked and everything. Anytime we're getting low, we re-up. So I might say there might only be 50 VHS, but if we see that 40 of them sell, we're re-upping, and you can guarantee they're going to be there, because we don't ever want somebody to want something of ours and not be able to find it. So
No, for sure, bro. And of course, I gotta ask this because I'm also a fan of literature, man. So is there a book, a comic, something that you're going to be releasing maybe next year?
As of right now, no, man. The only thing I have in written form, dude, is I have written a book that is on that same hard drive. I wrote it years ago. I don't know what is, if anything at all is ever going to happen with it, but it does exist. So, but as of right now, that's it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you're already doing enough, man. But of course,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know if
man.
people are reading books no more, bro. Like, what's going on?
I know. Well, you see, and it's one of those things because, like, I mean, everybody lives on their phone, and
Yeah,
even like I've got two phones. I got one just for media because it's like if I'm on my phone, I'm guaranteed I'm gonna get cut off because someone's gonna call, someone's gonna text.
same.
Yeah, you know. So and it's the same thing with me when it comes to reading because everybody's like, oh, I can send you this, and I'm like,
Yeah,
man, like I can't do that on my phone and my laptop. It's rare that I'm on it unless I'm doing this.
yeah.
But yeah, I'll pick up a book and just sit there and read, man. But it's just a lot. It's easier on the eyes, and I just enjoy it, man.
I'm with you, bro. It's a little sad to like what I notice is I go to like Barnes and Nobles a lot, and Books a Million in these places, and I'm one of those coffee people, bro. Like I like to get some coffee and just hang out, read some books and magazines. And I always notice like month to month to month, I'll look at shelves and I barely see any material being bought. And it's really sad because I'm still a big believer in written material. I miss the horror days when people would do a massive write-up on a new film and like you would search the web to find it, and now it seems like it's a lot less important to a lot of people, but I still care.
No, no, for sure, man. And same here. I'm actually working with a publishing company right now where they're going to be sending me a lot of the writers, man. So I'll be interviewing them. But
Cool.
I just wanted to do that personally because I'm like, bro, I want to keep promoting that. They're out there. I mean, a lot of it is on Amazon, so you can, but they have physical prints where you can order and they'll print them for you and send them to you. And I'm like, dude, I'm definitely in. I'm interested.
I love that, brother, and I love what you're doing, man. You've always been a good dude, and you're good at what you do, and you always seem like you really have the best intentions, like you're trying to help people, and
Oh
and and
yeah, yeah.
also, yeah, man. Big shout out to you, bro.
No, no, thank you, man. Likewise, bro. I appreciate that, man. And of course, brother, I mean, I hate to wrap this up, bro, and I hope we get to jump on this sooner than later. I mean, it took us a while before, you've been busy, so of course, I don't expect you to availability to open up every time, but yeah, man. I mean, I'd love to get you back on here and see what else is coming up, especially closer to Christmas. Get that movie
Thank
premiere
you.
and see if those theaters got lined
Love
up
to,
and all
bro.
that.
Definitely love to, man. We'll stay in touch.
No problem, brother. I appreciate you, man. Don't hang up yet, brother. Everybody out there, of course, once again, make sure and follow up. This is Spider Commission Podcast. As always.